Hey guys, so this is my blank palette and today I'm going to be doing a review of my confidential brush set that I purchased a while back. I think I purchased them in the middle of October, but this was during their birthday sale and I purchased the 12-piece all natural set, and I have to say that they weren't all natural, by the way. And they come with 12 brushes and includes face and eye brushes. So this is what they look like. My experience with purchasing from the Elle website is not very good. I had some trouble with getting the right brushes and getting the right amount of brushes, and then in the end I still haven't gotten the right brushes after I contact them and they sent me some more. With these brushes, they all shed, which is really unfortunate, and that's the main reason I don't like them. And also the little handles are coming apart for some of my brushes, and it just makes me really upset. So that's a big no for me when it comes to these brushes. I do not recommend them because, well, I think for the price, originally it's about $70, and I think Sigma has their brush set around that amount too. I think Sigma is probably the better deal here, and you'll probably get better quality brushes too. So when it comes to confidential brushes, I would stay away from them. I really do regret buying these, but there are some brushes that I really do like. So I'll show you all the brushes now. The first brush I want to start with is the face brushes, and I believe there were several of them. Okay, so with the face brushes, I did not receive a concealer brush. So the first brush I want to talk to you about is the large powder brush, and this is used for applying your setting powder or any other kind of powder products on your face. And unfortunately, they don't have any numbers or like even names on them. They just have the confidential logo. So it looks like that. This brush I had a big problem with because it doesn't stop shedding, and it hasn't stopped shedding even after I washed it a couple times now. And also when I took it out of the packaging, it was shedding like crazy. So a big no-no for this bad boy. I don't really like it because of that, but other than that, it's really soft, which really sucks because the negatives outweigh the positives in this case. This brush would be amazing if it did not shed and if it was made a lot better. So here are the other three brushes, and this one's the large contour brush, and I think this one's made out of goat hair, I'm not sure. And this is the bronzer brush because that's what I've been using it for. This one's blush. I'm going to start with saying that I received these two, and with this set you're not supposed to receive these two brushes. You're supposed to receive only this one, but they sent me the wrong one once again, and I received these two. But then I asked for this one because I didn't receive it and I really wanted it. Just starting with the blush brush, I really like the size of it. It's tiny, but it does its job. Like, it works perfectly for my face and also for the area that I need the blush to go on. I really like this brush, but unfortunately it does shed quite a bit like the powder brush. I've had quite a big problem with the shedding on my face, and it makes me really mad when it happens. But let me see if it's shedding right now. There are times where it doesn't shed at all, and then other times where I can't get it to stop shedding, and I think it's gonna fall apart soon. And also this part right here where the barrel and the handle meets, it is also loose, so I had to, like, you know, jam it back in for it to actually stay put. So quality kind of sucks, but I really am trying to find another brush that is about the same size and does a great job like this brush. It's just unfortunate with the shedding. The next brush is the bronzer brush, and I really do like the shapes of the face brushes in this kit. It's just that, like I said before, I just have problems with the shedding, and this goes for even the eye brushes and the face brushes. And I think that's probably one of the worst cases when it comes to buying brushes. If they shed, that's definitely something that I do not overlook. So this brush doesn't shed as much, the contour brush, which I kind of don't like how it goes, like, if you can see, it gets narrower when it reaches the top. I wish it would just, like, kind of all circular, but I was hoping that this brush would be a little thicker and denser, but it's not. So yeah, it's kind of just like a brush that I leave on the side, and it's not something I love or hate. So I think this one's like the middle ground. So let's do the next two brushes, and these two are the foundation brushes. I have to say I've had a lot of trouble with these two brushes, and they are by far my least favorite. The main reason for my dislike of these two brushes is because this one sheds, and I've never had a stippling brush that shedded so much in my life. So I think it's still shedding right now, and there's just hairs that just stick out. Okay, here, I got it. If you can see right here, it is shedding and it's coming off that fiber right there. I hope you can see that. So it does this on your face when you're using it too, so I do stay away from this. And unfortunately I have two of it too, so it's just a big waste of space. But yeah, I don't have anything good to say for this one because it really isn't dense at all. I think it's probably the same density as the Elle stippling brushes, which is probably half the price of this one. So I mean, that's quite unfortunate. But then for the foundation brush, this brush is definitely synthetic, if you can see this. So I was kind of mad that they placed this with the All Natural set too. So I was like, okay, this is not natural at all. And also, when you're using this brush, it hurts. Like, the fibers on it are sharp at the edges and they poke at your face. So if you're applying foundation this way, it's fine, but then when you like go back, going against your face, it really hurts. It feels like you have needles poking at your skin, so I don't like it at all. And I prefer to use my Sigma brushes that I purchased a while back, and I love them, so I do not use this one at all. I think I might use it for actual painting, if you can see with my canvas in the background. So yeah, it sucks. It really does. It makes me so mad when I talk about this brush. And then when it comes to the other brushes, I did mention that I didn't receive the concealer brush, and I didn't realize this until like way later on that I didn't receive the lip brush either. But I really don't use lip products as much as other girls, so that's something that I kind of overlooked, and I really don't care. But it would have been nice to actually receive the correct brushes. But when it comes down to the eye brushes, they aren't really that bad. I mean, I've used worse and I've seen worse, but I haven't seen ones that shed, which is quite strange for eye makeup brushes. They don't normally shed like this. So I'll talk to you about the ones that I found shed quite a bit. These four brushes are notorious for shedding. I don't understand why, because this one's the kind of flat shader brush, and the other three are more of like the crease and like the blending brushes. This one, I do really like the shape of it, and I really do like its purpose and how well it works. But when it comes to the shedding, it's quite unfortunate, and it really takes away from how great the brush is. And then this black one, I don't use it as much as I use the white one right here, but I do find that it sheds, and it's quite softer too. This one's a little more dense, and this one's more fluffy and soft, but it does shed quite a bit, and I was really excited when I first saw that this came with the kit. I'm not sure if this was sent to me after I received the kit, because I did contact Elle about the wrong brushes that I received, and I didn't receive them right amount either. So I'm not sure if I received this and if this actually comes with a set. Also, for this brush right here, it's kind of a crease brush that you use on the outside of your eyelids, and this one works okay. I don't like the thinness of it. It's not that dense, which I really wish it was a lot denser, because it would make this brush a whole lot better, but it's not, so can't love it and don't really have much use for it because it doesn't do a great job of picking up color or shadow either. So for the other three brushes, I think these are the best brushes that come in the set, which is quite unfortunate, because there are a lot of good eyeliner brushes, and this one's a great one too. So I think this one's the most comparable one to MAC, the eyeliner brush by MAC, and it's soft and it does a great job. And I've had eyeliner brushes that can be too stiff or can be too flimsy, but this one's just perfect. So it's quite sad when you buy a brush set and the only brush that you love or really think is far better than all the other brushes is the eyeliner brush. I'm sorry, I did use this brush in the morning and all the other brushes within this week just to make sure that I am familiar with the brushes and I can talk about them. But this one I use for detailing on the outside, but normally I use this for just the brighter color right here or underneath. This is actually really good for like a smudging brush underneath your waterline or your lower lash line. So this one's actually pretty good, and these three brushes are the best ones in the set by far. I think of all the other brushes, I have to say these three are my favorite. This is the Flash Shader brush, and this one's the smaller one of the other one. This one's a little thicker, but this one's my favorite shape, and by far of all the brushes that I've ever used. I have one by, I'm not sure, let me check, and okay, here it is. This brush is by, I can't remember, this is Mary Kay, and as you can see, I really like how Flash Shader brushes can be longer, and I just love them when they're longer. I don't know why. I know you do have less control when they're a little bit longer, but I do really like the length of it, like this. So I was happy with the length, and this brush actually wasn't my favorite at first, or even one of the favorites, but it has grown on me, and I just love the fact that it doesn't shed like the other brushes. This is funny because I never talk about how brushes shed, and this is like my first time, which is kind of sad, and I'm really disappointed. But I feel that if you guys are looking for brushes and you've come across confidential brushes, do really consider what I have to say about them. I wish I didn't buy them at all. Looking back, I wish there was more reviews on YouTube about these brushes, and I'm not sure why there isn't, but I guess they aren't that well known. But just in case anyone ever comes across them or looking for any tutorials or reviews about them, I'll be doing some tutorials with the brushes, and maybe you'll get to see that they do shed on your skin and come like apart. So yeah, that's pretty much it. They did send me extra brushes after I told them that I wasn't satisfied with the brushes that I received because it's wrong and I didn't get the right amount. So they just sent me doubles of a couple brushes. I also received a fan brush like this, and I'm not a big fan of these. I don't know why. I don't really use them. I guess I just haven't found the purpose for them yet. But once in a while I'll use them for blush or just blending in. It does a pretty good job of it, but I've never actually used it anywhere else. And I don't really have much experience with the fan brush, but so far I think it's just a normal brush. It doesn't have anything special to it. So when I did contact them, they did send me doubles of the stippling brush, the foundation brush, and the large powder brush. I still don't like them after this, and now I have two of each, which is kind of sucky because this one still sheds as much as the first one that I have. I do put it away because I just don't think that I would want like all of these brushes out when I don't use them. Once again, I received a foundation brush, and this one hurts as much as the first one, so no different there. And also the stippling brush is the same density, which is quite thin, and it just sheds as much. So if you can see that just came off right there. So it's quite unfortunate for these brushes, but I don't like them at all. I don't recommend anyone buying them because they do really suck. So if you guys have any questions, please post it below. And that's pretty much it for my review of the confidential brushes. And I do hate doing negative reviews, but this is what it comes down to when it comes down to brushes that I don't like, and I don't think they're worth the money. But I guess that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.